Starting at the bottom left of the map, we currently have our challenge player in the red. He's starting for Samsung Khan here. Is down a map already. It is
Samsung Khan Reality.
And his opponent for the team LGIM in the blue, up a game right now, representing the GSL players. He is
LGIM Happy.
You know, we have a funny situation right now because these two Korean companies actually are huge rivals in electronics, LG and Samsung. So I kind of like that we've got this TBT here. Which one will come out on top?
It's actually the battle between my current mobile phone and the one that I will probably buy.
So for example, if Happy wins here, you'll consider getting the LG Optimus 2 LTE?
No.
I like that phone actually. I am a big Samsung fan for phones, but that is the first LG phone that I've seen where I'm like, you know what? I really like this. I could make this phone work for me.
I had an LG phone already, and I want to try something new. So for me, this is basically the battle between the old and the new. And so far, the old is winning.
You know, funny story, I really liked OLED KT as cell phone provider, and I wasn't sure though, because a lot of people were telling me, no, SKT is better. And so the Pro League Finals was my deciding moment. I said, well, if KT wins, I'll get KT, and if SKT wins, I'll get SKT. And KT won, and I made my choice.
Nah, basically already made my choice that I'm going to get the S3 out. There was a new version coming out, like a black one and not a blue one, so I'm probably going to wait for this, and yeah. It's going to be an S3, I'm pretty sure about it by now.
It's a good phone, I like it. By the way, we have gas for Reality this time, whereas Happy's getting his as well, but a little bit later.
Exactly, it's a little bit more delayed in comparison to the gas that we've seen for Reality. He's already mining quite a bit, and he will have the factory building in no time. Actually starts with the tech lab.
The thing with Happy is that with this gas timing, he can basically go for a fast Commencer, but then still have faster Vikings out against possible Banshee harass. Reality's not going for that, of course, as you just mentioned. He's got the tech lab for Reaper production.
Exactly, he's going for Reaper expansion here. Still has a bit of gas mining, and let's see what exactly Happy is going to do with the gas that he's currently mining.
Well, let's see, indeed. This is going to be really exciting to watch and discover. Let's discover this together. The Marines are out on the map, so he will maybe be able to intercept that Reaper if he holds the watchtower.
And look at this, we have an expansion for Happy, but he gets the second refinery, so this is certainly looking like he's going to go straight into a Glow Banshee transition.
Yeah, this build from Happy is very new.
Yeah.
This is the first time I can really remember seeing this in a televised match where someone goes for a gas delayed like that and still gets the command center up fast. And the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm thinking, why are more people not doing this, actually? This is pretty cool because it's economically safe and sound, but also just really fast with the factory tech as well.
One of the strategies that can, of course, really punish this is if you go for a proxy Marauder attack. That's a build that we've seen in the past. It's not that common anymore, but if you go for it, then Happy would die immediately. It's already really annoying for him that he's losing this SCV because it just delays his expansion by so much.
Yeah, and he's seen everything from, well, actually, he does not see the factory. He's not going to know the factory timing, so this doesn't really look all that unusual. I mean, if he has 5,000 APM, he can like click on the gas that he saw for a second while microing his Reaper and kind of have the game sense to know the factory's there, but probably not.
Yeah, but he sees it's double gas, so that's definitely giving him a couple of clues what's going on here. And, well, right now we have the expansion actually finished at exactly the same timing thanks to Happy's SCV dying, so this Reaper already paid off.
Yeah, and he's going to have his starport tech actually faster than Reality, despite Reality having the gas. Obviously, this is because of the Reaper production, but I really like this build from Happy. I'm very, very keen on seeing this in the future.
I mean, if Reality goes for Viking right now, and Happy is still sticking with the idea that he had early on with the Banshees, then Reality will have no problem at all, because the Viking will already be done. Oh, and Reality goes not for a Viking, no, he goes straight for his own Banshees.
Yeah, cloaking as well. Happy with a huge gas surplus here.
I missed him getting his second gas, I'm sorry. I actually thought he was still on one gas.
Don't apologize, it's fine. It's cool.
It's actually exactly the other way around. Happy is taking his Viking right now.
And Reality cancels his cloak, actually, after scanning.
Both of them now getting the Viking.
This is kind of funny. They both have a huge gas surplus now. And Reality continues to use his Reaper to the north to make sure he has good information about what his opponent is doing up there. He may try to spot a Banshee moving out, flying to the north to avoid the watchtowers. And now Cloak starts for Happy as he's done the switch.
A pretty decent harvester lead, by the way, that we have for Reality with 32 to 26. He's looking pretty strong here. Happy doesn't produce any SCVs at this point in time. He's not even supply blocked, and he has the minerals, but he wants to get this Banshee out.
Yeah,
so
he's really the turrets as well.
He's sacking a lot of economy in order to make this Banshee work, and he expects a Banshee of Reality, which is why he gets the turrets and, of course, the Viking. But at this point, he is so far behind in workers. He's 10 workers behind his opponent.
By the way, I want to point out that Reality is likely going to mech. He's already got 500 gas banked up because he went super fast for gas, and that 500 gas is not including, or it includes the fact that he spent 200 on a Raven. That means he's had so much gas built. He's not making any more Marines right now, and I think we're going to see him add 2 factories very soon, in the very near future.
He has such a great economy, and now he's getting the 3rd base a lot faster.
He has so much gas.
And Happy is not going to do anything that can actually hurt him. Yes, the Banshee will be on its way, but we already have the Raven and we have the Viking. So what exactly is Happy going to do with this Banshee? He can't do anything.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to do much at all. He's definitely going to lose it, first of all.
And being 10 harvesters ahead in a mirror match and then getting the 3rd base as well is just such a big deal.
And the Happy Banshee has been spotted by a Hellion, so knows that it's coming right now. So he also even knows the angle which is coming, so he's positioned as Raven with the Vikings right in between the 2 bases, so that neither way the Banshee approaches is going to be a problem for him. He's moving his Hellions out again. And there's the 2 factories I was saying were coming up. He's adding them right now.
Great scan, by the way, that Happy used. He knows what's coming, so he knows exactly what the composition of Reality is going to be. The Banshee is dying without doing any damage at all, so all the gas that he dumped into this production and the lost mining time don't pay off at all.
Yeah.
Moving out with the 2nd Banshee will also be something that he's probably going to regret. If he really tries to sneak in at the main base of his opponent, he's going to lose the 2nd Banshee, not doing anything. There it is, and he's heading straight for the 2 Vikings.
He has to hope to get lucky here, but in reality, he's not going to be lucky.
And this will make him very unhappy.
That's certainly true. I am thinking the same thing as you are here, and actually, he barely misses the Banshee. The Banshee's just kind of hanging out. Happy makes a bunker at the top of his destructible rocks, completely misjudging the situation that he's in. Saw the Raven, and I mean, what the Raven usually indicates mech play, is it means that you have to have a lot of gas to support that. He saw a lot of Hellions as well, and I'm a little bit confused as to why he's got that bunker. It may be that he thinks, okay, what if he tries to run Hellions into my natural? I want to have this ready. I just don't think it's necessary. And he's command center.
He doesn't have. Sorry that I cut you off, but he only has 1 SCV at his natural in every single one of those. In 2 refineries, only 1 SCV.
Yeah, this is really hurting his production.
He is so low on gas in comparison to Reality. Reality's income is just so much better.
And Reality sees that the command center of his opponent is late. He just checked with the Reaper. And now he's just going to send his Hellions around. He knows the command center is coming down to land. He's going to send the Hellions in to try to do some harassment. That's what that bunker is for. 3 siege tanks at a time for Reality coming out. This game is going to be almost like the reverse of last game, with Reality taking a huge lead in siege tanks. Reality is getting so far ahead. It's actually crazy. And by now we have the SCVs in at the expansion for Happy. I want to point out that Happy knows he's behind compositionally, and he's trying to do this faster than anyone else ever has, is to make the air switch. He's got a 3rd starport coming up now, and he scans. He's been scanned. Reality sees it. He no longer is hiding. He can no longer hide the fact that he's going for this. He knows he already has Cloak for his Banshee, so he's trying to get that air advantage and then use it, but Reality knows, and now he's going to be able to prepare. Such a good scan. He didn't see the air units, but he definitely saw the structures from building. This is going to be pretty interesting, but just the economy for Reality is so much better. He's 40 supply ahead already, and he's of course going straight for Thors. He knows that he has to fend off some airplay, and the Thors are his weapon of choice. Whereas Happy adds the fusion core now. Yeah, just off of 3 bases. Very quick transition here at around the 12.5-minute mark, starting the starports now at 13:30. Gets the fusion cores. 4th command center is on the way. It's not something he's going to be able to float around, though, with Reality's army knocking on his doorstep. And he wants to attack now. He wants to capitalize on this before his opponent gets the chance to hurt him. Yeah, and so he should, because he's 33 army supply ahead already. And as soon as he has those stores and additional Vikings, he will be in a great position to take down the air army of Happy. And this is going to be so scary. If Happy can hold it, then yeah, then he's in a good spot. But right now, it certainly looks like Reality is going to do a lot of damage. I mean, just look at the supply count. He's invested so many resources in these production facilities, and he's really banking on his composition right now. But with the Thors coming out here, he's going to be totally fine.
And those battle cruisers will take ages to be completed.
Yeah, they're not going to be done before this fight. No way.
183 supply against 130. And he's taking a 4th base, or at least he's trying to do so. Happy that is. So the right side of the map with another command center, another orbital that he's building. But here comes the army for reality. And yes, there are a couple of siege tanks on the high ground, but well, now there are a lot more siege tanks on the high ground.
That's very true.
Technically, he could have maybe broken through, but now it's going to be difficult.
Well, I think he's still going to try it. He doesn't have any upgrades on his tanks right now, which is something that is almost done. Point defense drone is really important here, helping the air battle.
And the Thor, of course, also doing a lot of area effect damage against the clustered up Vikings. The second one is moving in, and Happy is down to 110 supply. He has to lift this with 1 orbital, and he's most likely going to lose it against the Vikings now.
Yeah, he certainly will.
Maybe
Point defense drones get taken out. He doesn't target because he's worried about the Vikings. But either way, he's not mining here anymore. In reality, it's not done. He's actually going to break through the natural as well.
Horror is trying to stay alive with another command center at the bottom right now. It's trying to build a 5th base, but reality is on the move. He's rolling into the natural. And here come the 2 battle cruisers that he just built. Of course, not source the damage, but now the anti-air is gone.
So much damage done to the Vikings by the Thors, but the battle cruisers will clean them up. The reality is, no pun intended, that all the SCVs are dying at the natural though.
Yeah.
And even if he kills these siege tanks, this is not going to be a good position for Happy because Reality's making 2 more starports. He will have the better economy. He will take control of the air. There's no way for Happy to punish him.
The Harvester situation is now 67 to 39 in Reality's favor. He's still 70 supply ahead of his opponent, and now builds the 3 Thors and of course the 2 Vikings, has the 2 starports that Wolf just mentioned on its way. So if Reality spots those bases that we have to the right side of the map and takes them out, then I don't see Happy coming back into this. But I don't think that Reality knows about the one at the bottom right. He only knows about the expansion to the in the middle.
Yeah, you're right. And it's going to be kind of hard to attack that one right now with the battle cruisers out as well as the Banshee. He made it into a planetary as well. But again, this command center is just going to make him on even footing with Reality until he gets both of them saturated. And during this time, Reality is using the gas surplus and all the minerals he had to take control of the air, and the Viking count is already in his favor.
And at the bottom right, we currently have another orbital being built, I guess. Oh, okay, so he's not upgrading it at all. I just saw a planetary on the production tab, and he's moving the middle base to a planetary, not into an orbital. And even though the missile turret's setting up in the middle of the map, Reality really trying to prepare in order to face the anti-air of his opponent. Now we have 4 Vikings being built at the same time. The economy in this game is so much better for Reality. His gas is at 700 gas per minute in comparison to the 460 for Happy.
Going to take out this planetary immediately with a few tank volleys, and the Viking count with the Thors here is just too much. Point defense drone is going to go down in seconds with the amount of damage, the amount of fire here from Reality's Vikings. He kites against the battle cruisers. Now the Thor is just doing so much extra damage. They are going to turn the tide here. Yeah. And this is it for Happy. He's not going to be able to take this game.
The battle cruisers, they are gone. So are the Vikings and the Banshees. And now there is nothing to stop the ground army of Reality. GG. Nearly 100 supply ahead is the Kessler player. He ties things up and forces